So in the previous class, we have completed the definition of computer, right? So can you please elaborate what do you mean by computer? Any of you, please?
Sir, collection of raw facts.
No. Definition of computer. I'm not asking the definition of data. I am asking what is a computer?
Sir, it is an electronic device that accepts data
Okay,
and
it is an electronics device. Then which
accepts data.
accepts data. Then
Set for instruction.
what? Hello,
Sir, processes it.
process it. Okay,
And gives output.
And gives information.
then it gives information, right? So this is the definition of your computer जो पहले क्लास में हम डिस्कशन किए थे. It is an electronics device, right? Which accept data. Who can say what is data? Who can say what is data?
Collection of rows.
Collection of?
Rows.
No.
Collection
Anyone?
of information.
Collection of information.
No, because information is here. So how can I say that it is a collection of this data is a collection of information? So it is collection of, who can say?
Raw facts.
Very good, raw facts. Why it is raw? Because it is not processed till now. Because it is not processed till now. Because our processing is here before the data, right? So it is the collection of raw facts. For example, who can say? For example,
A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6.
any real example? Any real example?
One
What is your
dozen
name?
banana.
What is your name?
Sir,
Sir,
Namika.
ore is
What is your name?
sir, ore is processed.
Someone is saying.
The metallic ore is processed into sir its pure form.
So your voice is not audible clearly.
The
Okay.
metallic ores are processed into its pure form.
Wait. I'm just increasing my volume. So please tell.
Sir, in day-to-day life, sir, metallic ores are processed into
In day-to-day
metals.
life, what you are saying in day-to-day life?
The metallic ores are processed into metals.
Okay. Then any other?
Marks scored by a student in the examination.
Yes, marks. Then suppose your name is also. Then suppose your height. your class,
Weight.
your weight,
roll number,
your roll number. So all these are raw facts about you, isn't it? ये सब तुम्हारे बारे में है या नहीं? So ये roll number तुम्हारे बारे में है. That means it is about a person or any object or any place, is not it? So that means collection of raw facts about a particular entity or object. Entity, E-N-T-I-T-Y, entity or object. So entity can be any real world thing, any real world thing. So this roll number, marks, name, height, class, weight, all these are not processed till now. These are the data. These are the raw facts. So computer, which is an electronic device, it will accept this type of raw facts through input devices. Through input devices. Can you say what are the input devices?
Keyboard,
Very good.
mouse,
Keyboard, mouse,
Mouse.
then
Scanner,
Camera.
camera, your mic or
joystick,
microphone, right? Your touch screen, your joystick, all these are input devices because we are giving some input signal to the system, or we are inputting the data and instruction to the computer for processing. That means we are feeding, we are giving some data through this. So these are called the input devices. So your computer, which is an electronic device, accept these raw facts through input devices. Then what will happen? The processed data, which raw facts are given to the computer or entered to the computer, it will be processed. It will be ये process होगा कैसे? By the help of some instructions. ये सब कैसे होगा मैं डिटेल्स में पढ़ाऊंगा, ठीक है? Only you have to remember now that is the definition, and you have to understand how this definition will work. So the raw facts will be processed by the help of some instructions, and processing will be done at where? In a central processing unit that is called CPU. So your CPU will process your raw facts by the help of some instructions to generate what? That is called information, because information is the processed data. So after processing, we can say it is an information. And this information will be given to the user by the computer. So computer is an electronics device which accepts the data through input devices, process it as per the instruction, give the output result or information to the user by the help of some output devices. Output devices are your monitor, or it
printer,
is visual display unit video, your speaker. I am talking with you through my mic and you are listening that through your speaker. So through my mic, I am giving some input signal, some voice signal to my computer, and it will process that, and through your speaker, it will reach at your end. So you can listen that through your speaker. So your speaker, then your printer, like this. So these are the output devices. So here I have written this definition of computer. You can write that, and I have sent it to in your group also. I have shared already all these things I have shared in your group. So here it is an electronic device which accepts the data. See, it accepts the data through input devices, process it using internally stored instructions, stores it if necessary, and at last it gives the desired result or information through output devices. Or you can say computer is a programmable finite state machine because it can perform any type of a task up to some limit. That's why it is called finite state machine. Programmable finite state machine. We can program this. We can write for different purpose. We can write different type of a programs as per our choice. हम हमारे तरफ से कुछ भी प्रोग्राम लिख सकते हैं कुछ भी काम करने के लिए. So, but under its capacity. It is not apostrophe. Under its capacity. And your computer is supporting graphical user interface. I will explain what is graphical user interface, right? So here you see the data is collection of raw facts and characteristic having some implicit meaning about an entity or object. Example, the name. It has a meaning. It is of a particular object. It is a fact or characteristic. Your height, weight, roll number, marks, etc. are the data about a student. So here the student is the object or entity. Student is the object or entity. So data may be linguistic, that means alphabetical, numeric. Suppose I am writing Amit. Sorry. That means it is your name. So it is alphabetical, alphanumeric. Suppose AB1, 2, 3, like this. Audible, that means whatever the voice signal I am giving to the system. Now I am talking with you, that means I am giving audio signal. So here the data is audible. So if my video will be on, then you can see the visual data or audio visual. So data can be alphabetical, numerical or alphanumeric, audible, visible or audio visual, right? Then information, you know already the processed form of data is called information. I have already explained. Suppose the total number of students in a class. So you have to add them one by one. Average mark. Suppose you have 4 subjects. Suppose mark 1 is 50. I have already explained in the last class. Mark 2 equal to suppose 70. Mark 3 equal to suppose 60. Mark 4 equal to suppose 50. So if I will say total mark, so what we will do? Now you have to just add M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4. So here this is the process applied on this set of data. And what we will get, that is the information. हमको पहला सब्जेक्ट का मार्क पता था, it is a fact. हमको सेकंड सब्जेक्ट का मार्क पता था, it is a fact. In this way, third subject and fourth subject, right? But these are unprocessed. When someone is asking what is your total mark, and I am adding, I am applying addition operation to these 4 data, 4 raw facts to get the information. Suppose another person is asking what is your average mark, So here total by number of subject. So this is another operation. I have applied the division operation with the total mark and the number of subjects. So I get the average mark. So it is another information. So the instruction, it is a set of command. I give the instruction here to computer that you can find the total mark by addition of these 4 subjects. So this is a command to the system. Total equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4. It is a command or instruction which is given to the computer for doing any type of a calculation. So all of you clear? All of you clear this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So here in the next part we should discuss. Acha, can you say now what is the input device? Why we are using the input devices? For giving the data to the computer system. Why we are using output devices? To display the result or the information. Then we can say, how can we store that? So before going to that, I'll display you the hello.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
This is the block diagram or diagrammatical representation of a basic operation in a computer system. So you see, here it is the best diagrammatical representation of a basic operations in a digital computer. So here, this is the input device. This is the input device. See, the blue color thick arrow is data flow. This is instruction flow, navy blue color arrow. Then dotted arrow is control flow. So here you see input device. Through input device, we are giving the data as well as some instruction to the system, to the computer system. So when we are giving the instruction and data, so it will be stored where? It will be stored in the primary memory. So memory is 2 types. I will discuss that, secondary memory and primary memory. So here is you see the data and instructions are stored in the primary memory before processing. When we are giving data and instruction, they will be stored in the primary memory or primary storage first before processing. Then what will happen? As per the control signal, the data and instruction will be the instruction will be given to the control unit, and the controls as per the control signal, the data will be fetched from the primary storage. डाटा को फेच करके प्राइमरी स्टोरेज से कहां लेके जाएंगे? ALU और arithmetic and logic unit. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Suppose we are giving here data that is 5 and 6. We have given here instruction C equal to A plus B. Suppose here I am writing. Suppose here 5 and 6 has been given. And instruction is C equal to A plus. So this instruction will be stored here. This data A and B also will be stored here. ठीक है. उसके बाद एक ये जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया गया है ये चला जाएगा कंट्रोल यूनिट में. CU means control unit. It is placed in the CPU central processing unit. It consists of two units, ALU and CU, arithmetic logic unit and control unit. So what will happen? As per the instruction, the control unit will give the control signal to the ALU and the primary storage that some of the data will be fetched. That means 5 and 6 will be fetched and they will be added here. 5 plus 6 will be processed here. So 11
Sir.
will
Sir, here CU means?
control unit. I will explain. CU means
Okay,
control unit. ALU means arithmetic and logic unit, right? So in the arithmetic and logic unit, all the arithmetic operations, logical operation and comparison operations will be done. So here only arithmetic operation addition will be there. So A plus B, that means A value of A will be added with value of B, and the result again stored in the primary storage. And if you want to display it, then only the result will go here and you will display or the computer will display that it is 11. C equal to 11 will be displayed to you. And secondary storage means, I'll explain. Secondary storage means it cannot access the CPU or central processing unit of the processor directly. So whatever the instruction or data will be given from the secondary storage, it should be go through the CPU through your primary memory or via primary memory. Directly ये access कर नहीं सकता CPU को, कौन? Secondary storage. अगर इसको access करना है, ये primary storage के through से वो access करेगा processor. So suppose you are watching a movie. Suppose you are watching a movie, secondary storage, your hard disk drive is a secondary storage, your CD-ROM is a secondary storage, your memory card, SD card is a secondary storage. So suppose a movie is present in your hard disk drive or your SD card and you want to watch that movie. So what will happen? When you will double click on that, so many processes will be done in fraction of seconds. What will happen? Now that movie or that file will be loaded onto the RAM. This is the primary memory, loaded onto the primary memory. This movie will be loaded onto the primary memory and fetched from the primary memory to processor. Here it will be processed and whatever the result you will see or you will watch that movie. So many processes will be done here. I will explain later. अभी अगर बोलूंगा तो तुम्हारा समझ में नहीं आएगा क्या बोलता है, ठीक है? तो यहाँ बहुत सारे कंसेप्ट है, जैसे कि तुम्हारा बफरिंग कंसेप्ट है, कैश मेमोरी कंसेप्ट है, so many things are there here. So I will explain that. So in the next slide, these are the functional units. Input device, 5 functional units are there in a digital computer. That is your input device, you know, your output device, you know. These both are the part of your CPU or central processing unit. One is your arithmetic and logic unit. Number 2 is your control unit. Then this is the functional unit number 5, that is storage unit or the memory. Right? Input device, no need to explain again and again. You can write this from your slide. You can take the snapshot also now. Hello.
Oh,
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So this is the output device. Already I have explained. Then here you see the arithmetic and the logic unit. So it is a part of the central processing unit. It is a part of the central processing unit. when we enter the data through the input devices, for example your keyboard, mouse, or your touch screen, any type of input devices, we want to enter some data. It is first stored in the primary storage, as I have shown you in the plot diagram, right? When the data or instruction will be given, it will be first stored in the primary storage. This is the first step. It will be stored in the primary storage. Then what will happen? The processing of data will be performed in the logical, arithmetic and logic unit, that is ALU. Which type of operations will be there? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, like this. These are the arithmetic operations. Logical operations like your AND, your OR, it will be explained later. Not like this. Comparison operator, your less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, like this. So these are the comparison operations. So in the arithmetic and logic unit or ALU, all these type of addition, all these type of arithmetic operations, comparison operations, and logical operations will be taken place, right? Then data is transferred, or the process information will be transferred from the ALU to the storage unit, that is the primary storage, for displaying the result. It will again go to the primary storage. पहले वो primary storage में सेव होगा, उसके बाद processing के लिए आएगा, processing के बाद again it will be transferred to the primary storage. Then प्राइमरी स्टोरेज का काम क्या है ना, ये इनपुट भी एक्सेप्ट करेगा और आउटपुट डिवाइस को भी आउटपुट देगा. डाटा को एक्सेप्ट करेगा प्राइमरी स्टोरेज, इंफॉर्मेशन को आउटपुट डिवाइस को देगा, वो भी प्राइमरी स्टोरेज. सो थ्रू प्राइमरी स्टोरेज द एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ डाटा एंड गिविंग द इंफॉर्मेशन बोथ आर डन बाय द ALU. ALU किसको यूज करता है? प्राइमरी स्टोरेज को यूज करता है जब वो इनपुट एक्सट्रैक्ट करता है इनपुट डिवाइस से, जब वो आउटपुट देता है आउटपुट डिवाइस को, वहां भी वो प्राइमरी स्टोरेज को एक्सेस ही करता है, क्योंकि प्राइमरी स्टोरेज को छोड़ के और कोई भी नहीं है जो डायरेक्टली एक्सेस कर सकता है तुम्हारा सीपीयू को और प्रोसेसर. ठीक है, क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think again doubt. So क्या होता है, ये तुम्हारा प्रोसेसर है, ठीक है, इसमें क्या है, एक कंट्रोल यूनिट है, एक ALU है, और जो प्राइमरी स्टोरेज है और प्राइमरी मेमोरी, इट इज डायरेक्टली लिंक्ड विथ दिस. और जो सेकेंडरी स्टोरेज है, ये प्राइमरी स्टोरेज के थ्रू से सीपीयू को यूज करता है. दिस इज सीपीयू. जो आउटपुट डिवाइस है, ये भी थ्रू प्राइमरी स्टोरेज सीपीयू से डाटा, सीपीयू से इंफॉर्मेशन लेता है. जो इनपुट डिवाइस है वो भी थ्रू प्राइमरी स्टोरेज सीपीयू को डाटा देता है. अभी समझ में आ गया? सो कुछ भी प्रोसेसर में होता है तो थ्रू प्राइमरी स्टोरेज होता है. ये सेकेंडरी मेमोरी, दिस इज एडिशनल और ऑक्सिलरी. दिस इज एडिशनल. ये नहीं होगा तो भी चलेगा. तुम्हारे मोबाइल में अगर SD कार्ड नहीं है, तुम्हारे मोबाइल नहीं चलता है क्या? चलता है कि नहीं चलता है? हेलो,
तो चलता है.
चलता है.
अगर तुम्हारे मोबाइल में RAM नहीं है, चलेगा?
No, sir.
No sir. Here primary memory
No, sir.
are RAM and ROM. Both are required for your mobile. but your SD card, it may require, it may not require. But here, these both are required. So these are the primary memories, and your SD card is the auxiliary memory or secondary memory. समझ में आया इतने तक?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we'll go further. It is visible. The slide is visible to all of.
Visible, sir.
So here, the control unit or CU. This is also a part of your central processing unit or CPU, which is called the brain of the computer, because it controls all the functions like input, output, storage, process, everything. It's controlled by the control signal of a control unit. So with the suppose किसको इंस्ट्रक्शन देना है, इंस्ट्रक्शन आके प्राइमरी स्टोरेज में सेव हो जाएगा, लेकिन इंस्ट्रक्शन को फेच करना है तो कंट्रोल यूनिट सिग्नल देगा कि इंस्ट्रक्शन विल बी फेच्ड फ्रॉम प्राइमरी स्टोरेज टू द सीपीयू. For processing, it will give the instruction to the arithmetic and logic unit that process this instruction with this set of data. ये सब डाटा को लेके तुम ये प्रोसेस करो as per the instruction. Then for the output device, it will give the signal to the output device that you just display this amount of data, this amount of information to the user. So as per the signal given by as per the instruction given by the control unit, all the 4 functional units will do their works: input device, output device, storage device, and processor. All of them are doing their work through the or as per the instruction given by the control units. So it controls all the functions. That's why it is called the brain of the computer. So here I have written this unit instruct or give the control signal to the ALU that which operation is to be performed. कौन सा ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म होगा, कब होगा और कैसे होगा, right? The control unit determines the sequence in which computer programs and instructions are to be executed. Suppose there are so many instructions. Suppose I have written here total equal to A plus B plus C, then average equal to total by 3. So there are 2 instructions. So which instruction will be executed first? It will be instructed by the control unit. Suppose तुम बोलोगे कि नहीं ये इंस्ट्रक्शन पहले कर देने से क्या है, एग्जीक्यूट जो हो जाएगा, लेकिन टोटल का वैल्यू कहां से मिलेगा उसको? So पहले you have to calculate total, then only you can calculate the average, isn't it? So the
Yes.
sequence of instruction, which sequence will be maintained? It will be instructed by the control unit. And what type of thing? Another thing is there, instruction. Sorry. Instruction cycle. इसमें क्या होता है? You have to remember this. 4 operations are there. Fetch, decode, execute or process, store. So ये एक साइक्लिक प्रोसेस में होता जा रहा है. Data will be fetched, it will be decoded, in which language the computer will understand. Then the data will be processed as per the instruction. then the information will be stored. So this will be a cyclic process. Execute, decode, sorry, this is fetch. Your fetch, decode, execute, store. Fetch, decode, execute, store, again fetch, decode, execute, store. ये चलता रहेगा. एक इंस्ट्रक्शन फेच हुआ, then it will be decoded, then execute, then stored. Again second instruction will be fetched, then decode, then execute, then store. Then third instruction, like this. So this is a cyclic process and this is called instruction cycle. Instruction cycle has 4 stages. First number one is your fetch the instruction, decode the instruction as per the computer understandable language, execute and or process the instruction, then store the information. All of you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose, suppose here is a total, it is an instruction. This is an instruction. So this instruction will be fetched first, then it will be decoded as per the computer understandable language. How it will be decoded I will be discuss later. अभी तुम्हारे समझ में नहीं आएगा, जब तुम पढ़ोगे इंस्ट्रक्शन लाइफ साइकिल पढ़ोगे तब पढ़ना, ठीक है? तो this will be decoded as per the computer understandable language. Then what will happen? As per this instruction, data तो पहले से ही फेच हुआ होगा इंस्ट्रक्शन के साथ. So the calculation or process or execution will be started. After execution, the value will be stored. This value will be stored in total. Where it will be stored? In the primary storage. Then this is all about your processing. What I am discussing now, these are the basic part, right? So processing, ALU, so many things are there. So processing is itself a chapter. So what I am discussing now, this is the basic things. So here the storage unit or memory. So to store or to remember, you have to be a storage unit or memory unit. We can store your data or information in the computer. The memory unit stores binary information. So what is binary information? I will explain. Do you know what is binary information? 0 and 1? Do you know? No. It will be in your syllabus, in the 11th syllabus. In the first unit, it is there, the conversion of a binary to decimal, decimal to binary, hexadecimal, octal, all these are in your syllabus in the 11th. I will discuss all these things. It is also in the mathematics. So the memory unit store the binary information. Because it is an electronics machine, it always understand the power supply off or on. That is 0 and 1, right? So the memory unit always store the binary information in groups of bits. Bits means binary digit. Binary digits. So this is bit. First 2 letter from binary, last letter from digit. So it is a bit. So group of bits. This is 1 bit. This is 1 bit. So a group of a bit. Suppose 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So it is a group of bit. And a group of bit is called word. So the memory unit store the binary information in a group of bits called word. So how they will be stored, I will explain in the later chapters. So computer memory is used to store 2 things. What? Now the instruction to be executed and the data. Suppose C equal to A plus, x equal to a plus b plus c, it is instruction. So value of a, value of b, and the value of c, these are the data. So without this data, instruction cannot be work. It cannot work. मुझे वैल्यू ऑफ ए पता नहीं, बी का वैल्यू पता नहीं, सी का वैल्यू पता नहीं, हाउ कैन यू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स? So instruction as well as data, it will be stored in the memory. So how many types of memories are there? Now, there are two types of memory: primary memory and secondary memory, or you can say primary storage, secondary storage, or it is called main memory, it is called auxiliary memory. Right? Why it is auxiliary? It is not mandatory, it is not compulsory. And this is primary, this is the main memory. Without main memory, your system cannot work. But without secondary memory, your system may work. And the primary memory is accessible directly by the processing unit or the CPU, but the secondary storage or secondary memory cannot access the central processing unit or the CPU directly. So if it want to access the CPU, it will take the help of a primary storage. So this is the memory hierarchy. You see, your memory is divided into two categories. One is your primary memory, number two is your secondary memory, or it is called main memory, it is called auxiliary memory. Primary memory, which are the primary memory? The RAM and the ROM, these two are the primary memory. RAM means random access memory, and this is read only memory. I'll explain all these things in details. SRAM means static RAM, static random access memory. This DRAM means dynamic random access. And ROM is again divided into three subcategories. PROM means programmable read-only memory, erasable programmable read-only memory, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. I'll explain all these things in it's present in your slide also. And the secondary memory, the example are your hard disks, floppy disks, your magnetic tape, magnetic disks, CD-ROMs, then your flash drive. What is a flash drive? Which is an example of a flash drive? Can you say? Anyone?
Sir, pen drives.
Very good. Pen drive is a flash drive or flash memory. So all these are the secondary storage devices. So now all of you clear about this up to memory?
Yes, sir.
Input devices clear, output devices clear, ALU or arithmetic logic unit, control unit, primary storage, secondary storage. It will be discussed in details, right? In the next class, it will be discussed in the details. Your arithmetic logic unit, primary memory and secondary memory will be discussed in the next class in details. So any doubt, please share with me. No doubt. Gautam,
Yes, sir.
any doubt?
Sir, what is the difference between RAM and ROM?
I'll explain. RAM and ROM. मैं बोला ना जो तुम्हारा प्राइमरी मेमोरी, सेकेंडरी मेमोरी एंड ALU will discuss in the next class. I am explaining in a very short differentiation. which is the main difference between the RAM and ROM. This RAM is volatile and is non-volatile. Means what? Whatever inside RAM will be vanished just after switching of the system. RAM में जो भी कुछ स्टोर होके रहा है, मैं सिस्टम को स्विच ऑफ कर दूंगा, नहीं तो मेरा प्रोग्राम खत्म हो जाएगा, एग्जीक्यूशन खत्म हो जाएगा, उसके बाद यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा, वो वैनिश हो जाएगा. Whatever inside the RAM will be vanished just after switching of the system. But whatever inside this will not be volatile. It is not volatile. RAM में जो है स्विचिंग ऑफ बाद भी वो वही रहेगा, वो वैनिश नहीं होगा. After switching off, it will not be vanished. And random access memory, we can access randomly. It is read write. It is read only. This is read write. This is read only. Read write means what? We can read whatever the contents of RAM. We can change also the contents of RAM, but we cannot change the contents of the ROM directly. ठीक है? So this is the basic difference. I will explain it in details. Any other doubt? कोई ये नहीं पूछेगा what is the difference between primary storage and secondary storage? कोई ये नहीं पूछेगा? अच्छा ये बताओ, तुम लोग को सब कुछ मालूम है, ठीक है? सपोज मैं बोलूंगा in your mobile phone your SD card is there, your RAM is there. सपोज मैं बोलूंगा कि मेरा SD कार्ड अभी 32 GB है, मैं 64 GB SD कार्ड खरीदूंगा. 32 GB SD कार्ड का प्राइस कितना है? कोई बोल सकता है? अरे तुम लोग को ज्यादा मालूम है. 32 GB SD कार्ड का प्राइस कितना है? सपोज 400 रुपए, ठीक है? एंड 64 GB का कितना है? एटमोस्ट 500 to 600. Here, suppose one mobile is having 1 GB of RAM. बाकी सब कॉन्फ़िगरेशन सेम है, मैं अभी उसको 2 GB of RAM कर दूंगा. Same configuration, only RAM is 1 GB. Suppose 8,000 rupees. Same configuration with 2 GB RAM. 1 GB difference. See. So it may be 10,000. So which is more costly? Here size double होता है, प्राइस डबल नहीं होता है. प्राइस ओनली 100-200 रुपया बढ़ जाता है. यहाँ 1 GB डिफरेंस हो जाता है तो 2,000-3,000 बढ़ जाता है. Which is costly? Your primary storage or secondary storage?
Primary.
SD card is more costly or your RAM is more costly?
RAM.
That means this is costly. It is having less cost. है कि नहीं? ये एक डिफरेंस. अच्छा तुम्हारे मोबाइल में SD कार्ड तुम कितना डाल सकते हो? 128 GB भी डाल सकते हो. That means having large amount of memory. है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
RAM कितना? At most 8 GB. आज तक जितना आया 8 GB 12 GB at most. है कि नहीं? Less amount of memory. So this is less amount of memory. This is large amount of memory. ठीक है? ये काम no confusion? It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
अनदर थिंग, देखो तुम लोग को सब कुछ मालूम है, लेकिन ये तुम्हारे स्टडी में है, ये तुम्हारा चैप्टर्स में है, ये तुमको याद है, ये तुमको पता है, लेकिन तुमको ये सब चीज पता है। देखो और एक एग्जाम्पल देता हूं, ये एसडी कार्ड में जो भी कुछ रखेंगे, जब तक हम डिलीट नहीं करते हैं तब तक वो डिलीट होगा क्या? 5 दिन, 10 दिन, 5 साल, 10 साल रख सकते हैं, है कि नहीं? दिस इज ड्यूरेबल और परमानेंट, यू कैन से इट इज परमानेंट। ये डिलीट नहीं होता जब तक हम खुद नहीं करते। लेकिन व्हाट एवर इनसाइड रैम विल बी डिलीटेड ऑटोमेटिकली बिकॉज इट इज volatile, so it is temporary memory, है कि नहीं? Another thing, which is faster? मैं मोबाइल में टू सपोज 16 GB का रखा था तुम्हारा एसडी कार्ड, उसके बाद 32 GB कर दिया, फिर 64 GB कर दिया, फिर 128 GB कर दिया। मोबाइल का ऑपरेशन में, मोबाइल का एग्जीक्यूशन स्पीड में कुछ बदलाव आएगा?
हाँ सर।
इतना कुछ नहीं आएगा जितना यहाँ हो जाएगा। सपोज मेरा 1 GB रैम है और किसका 8 GB रैम है, किसका स्लो होगा, किसका फास्ट होगा?
सर 8GB वाला फास्ट हो,
8 GB वाला फास्ट होगा और 1 GB वाला थोड़ा सा स्लो हो जाएगा।
थोड़ा सा।
इसमें मैं साइज डबल ट्रिपल कर करके जाता हूँ, फिर भी इतना कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता। ठीक है, तो व्हिच इज फास्टर? दिस प्राइमरी स्टोरेज इज फास्टर। व्हाई? कैन यू से व्हाई? Because it is directly associated with the processor. Whatever the processing will be done will be through your primary storage. कुछ भी होता है वो प्राइमरी स्टोरेज के थ्रू से होता है। It is directly associated with the processor. But your secondary storage is not directly associated with the processor. That's why which will be faster? एक मेमोरी जो प्रोसेसर के साथ लगा हुआ है वो फास्टर है, एक मेमोरी और एक मेमोरी के थ्रू से वो प्रोसेसर से जुड़ा हुआ है, कौन सा फास्टर होगा? जो डायरेक्टली लगा हुआ, जो डायरेक्टली जुड़ा हुआ है कि नहीं? सो व्हिच इज डायरेक्टली एसोसिएटेड, इट विल बी फास्टर। सो योर प्राइमरी स्टोरेज इज फास्टर, इट इज स्लोअर, राइट? ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर अबाउट दिस?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So many points are there. So you have to discuss all these things in the next class. After that, अच्छा और एक चीज, मेरा क्लास खत्म हो गया, एक चीज तुम लोग को पूछना है। ये कुछ मतलब तुमको पढ़ाने का चीज नहीं है। सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम गिविंग यू, व्हाट इज दिस? Suppose these are 4 zeros. These are 4 zeros. You have to find 24 by applying any type of mathematical operations to these 4 zeros. So input is 4 number of zeros. Output is 24. You use any type of mathematical operator. You use any type of mathematical operator. No other data will be used. Only 4 zeros. जो ब्रिलियंट है वो तुरंत आंसर दे देगा। यहाँ जितने भी है सब ब्रिलियंट है, इसका थोड़ा ज्यादा माइंड चलता है, उस स्टूडेंट का दिमाग ज्यादा चलता है कि नहीं?
सर
डिवाइड करेंगे।
हाँ हाँ बोलो बोलो।
सर +24 की दीजिए, 24 आ जाएगा। 0 + 24।
नहीं, ये तुम्हारा आउटपुट है, ये तुम्हारे पास नहीं है अब, ये आने
सर
वाला है।
4 से डिवाइड करना चाहिए।
क्या करेंगे?
सर डिवाइड करना सर।
किसको किसके साथ डिवाइड करेंगे? ये
सर,
तुम्हारे पास
4
अभी नहीं है, ये तुम्हारे पास अभी नहीं है,
नहीं है।
तुमको निकालना है इसको। आउटपुट मीन्स ये तुम्हारे पास नहीं है, वो निकलेगा, वो प्रोड्यूस होगा।
सर 6
6 कहाँ से लाओगे? 6 तो दिया गया नहीं क्वेश्चन में। ओनली तुमको ये करना है, कुछ मैथमेटिकल ऑपरेटर यूज कर सकते हो, कुछ भी मैथमेटिकल ऑपरेशंस तुम यूज कर सकते हो जीरो के ऊपर, ओनली जीरो के ऊपर।
Sir, not possible.
नॉट
So
पॉसिबल।
0 plus 24.
24 तो नहीं है तुम्हारे पास ओनली जीरो है।
Sir, not possible.
नॉट पॉसिबल, एवरीथिंग
Yes,
इज
sir.
पॉसिबल। एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल। What you actually, why I am giving any other student? तुमको पता है, मुझे पता है कि तुम लोग को पता है, लेकिन क्या है कि तुम्हारे पढ़ाई और तुम जो जानते हो वो दो चीज को तुम मैपिंग कर नहीं सकते। जो तुम जानते हो और जो तुम्हारा सिलेबस में है, ये दो चीज को तुम मैपिंग कर नहीं सकते, इसीलिए तुम बोलते हो मुझे पता नहीं, हो नहीं सकता, ये सब चीज होता है ना। मैं अगर बोलूंगा कि तुम अभी अभी इसको जानते हो, अभी तुमको पढ़ाया गया है कोई भी क्लास में, वो फिजिक्स हो सकता है, मैथमेटिक्स हो सकता है, केमिस्ट्री हो सकता है, बायोलॉजी हो सकता है, कंप्यूटर साइंस हो सकता है, देखो कुछ भी तुम लोग पढ़ते हो उसका एप्लीकेशन ये नहीं कि उसी फील्ड में यूज होता है, वो कोई भी फील्ड में यूज हो सकता है। जो तुम पढ़ते हो वो कोई भी फील्ड में यूज हो सकता है। तुमको कोई भी ऑपरेशन यूज करना है कि नहीं? तुम एडिशन यूज कर सकते हो, तुम सब्ट्रैक्शन यूज कर सकते हो, कोई भी एज पर योर रिक्वायरमेंट। सपोज आई विल ऐड दिस, व्हाट विल हैपन? वही जीरो।
0.
तुम बोलोगे ये तो नहीं हुआ। अच्छा ये हो सकता है, थोड़ा देखो, क्या है? अभी अभी मैथमेटिक्स में पढ़े, अभी अभी मैथमेटिक्स में पढ़े, जीरो फैक्टोरियल इक्वल टू 1, वेरी गुड। सो इट इज 4, ये भी 24 नहीं हुआ, तो क्या करेंगे? और एक फैक्टोरियल डाल देंगे। मैं ओनली मैथमेटिकल ऑपरेटर ही यूज किया हूं। कौन? ओनली प्लस एंड फैक्टोरियल ऑपरेशन, एडिशन एंड फैक्टोरियल ऑपरेशन। सो आई नो जीरो फैक्टोरियल इक्वल टू 1। तो तुमको सोचना चाहिए, सोचने का स्पीड
Yes, sir.
वो थोड़ा।
4 factorial 24 होगी.
सो 4 फैक्टोरियल इक्वल टू
24.
24.
1 into 2 into 3 into 4 equal to 24. Or you can say 4 factorial equal to 4 into 3 factorial, which equal to 3 into 2 factorial, which equal to 2 into 1 factorial. Like this, you know, 4 factorial equal to 4 into 3 factorial. 3 factorial equal to 3 into 2 factorial. You know this, right? So देखो, तुम मैथमेटिक्स में फैक्टोरियल पढ़े थे, सार्विक वो क्लास में बोले थे कि 0 फैक्टोरियल इक्वल टू 1। कोई पूछा था सर क्यों, सर भी स्टार लगाए थे ऐसे ऐसे करके, सर बोले थे कि मैं प्रूव करके दिखा दूंगा, सर भी किए होंगे पता नहीं मुझे। So 0 factorial equal to 1, you know. When I am asking here, you cannot map what you know and what in your study. तो मैप कर नहीं सकते, जुड़ नहीं सकते जो चीज को तुम जानते थे 0 फैक्टोरियल इक्वल टू 1, लेकिन यहाँ यूज हो सकता है, ये तुम्हारे दिमाग में नहीं घुसा। So computer science is such a paper, such a subject which can increase your thinking capability, which can increase your logical IQs, right? So whatever you have learned from the mathematics, you will be you can use in computer science. So those who have interest in computer science, please give more importance to your mathematics subject. Without mathematics, computer science doesn't have any existence. Right?
Yes, sir.
All of you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
तो ये एक ऐसे ही क्लास मतलब ऐसे ही मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया ताकि तुम लोग को ये पता चले कि हाँ और कोई सब्जेक्ट का किसी के साथ किसी का लिंक है। तो मैथमेटिक्स में हम जो पढ़ रहे हैं उसका फ्यूचर एप्लीकेशन सो मेनी एरिया में है, तो इसको भी याद रखना है। ठीक है, अभी क्लियर हो गए सब लोग?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
बहुत-